Hello everybody and welcome back to the Benchwarmers Podcast. I'm your host, Gabriel Ramsey. First of all, I'd like to apologise for the lack of episode over the past 2 weeks. Myself and Josh have massively let you down there. We'll hopefully have a Christmas special come out some point before Christmas, as you'd imagine. Basically, the reason we've not really been uploading, I've had a new project in the works, the Guiseley Talk Podcast. I've recently started working for the Bradford Telegraph and Argus, covering all things Guiseley AFC. So in that retrospect, I've started a podcast devoted completely to them. It would have felt weird to upload those episodes to the Benchwarmers channel with not being Guiseley based or anything like that. Those episodes are actually on YouTube. There'll be a link in the description, but they're mainly on Anchor, Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, things like that. There'll be a link down below which you can check them all out on. So the reason I haven't actually really been posting any podcast episodes to this is because I've just been working on that, trying to make it as professional as possible, get as much recognition and support on that as possible. It's been a good start. I've had one episode go out so far, but I'm literally, as I'm recording this, by the time this will be up, the second episode will probably be uploaded on the day after, on a Sunday. It's a snippet of tomorrow's episode. But yeah, that's why there's not really been no episode. College work's also been very busy with myself and Josh, obviously. With the coronavirus affecting things, it's been difficult for us. Alright, so what this episode is now is a podcast with a Guiseley under-18 striker, Adam Haw. He's also had some time in the first team and he's been dual registered, which we'll talk a little bit about in this podcast. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, this will be in tomorrow's episode of my Guiseley Talk Podcast, just part of that, and I'm sure if you all will enjoy this part of the podcast, then you'll go check that out. I just said the word podcast far too many times. Nevertheless, hope you enjoy, and see you all as soon as possible. Moving on to this segment of the episode then, I'm delighted to be joined by Guiseley striker Adam Haw. Adam, first of all, congratulations for your goal on Tuesday night.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hopefully the second of many, but just take it how it's coming.
Yeah, were you ever bricking it on the way there, like leading forward, and you had the goal in front of you, no goalkeeper? Were you ever thinking, if I miss this, make a mug of myself here?
To be honest, I thought the keeper was still in the net, so when I was running forward, I just didn't see purple because he's wearing purple, and I just thought, well, this is the easiest goal of my life, so I just rolled it in, pretty much.
Yeah, of course, first goal at Nevermore as well. How good did that
feel? Yeah. As you can tell by the photos, it means a lot to me, as I've been at the club for a very long time, since I've joined the junior team under 12s, and then from there, really, it's just progressed. So,
yeah, you excited when the fans can come back in and hopefully score?
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously I'm kind of used to about being fans being there, because obviously I've only pretty much played in a couple of hundred people, but when there's a few thousand, it should be really good to see the team play again after however months it's been away.
Yeah, I was just generally wondering, are you actually a Guiseley fan or?
No, I'm a Leeds fan. But...
okay. Well, you should pretty happy with that then. Do you see Guiseley as sort of second club then, growing up in there?
Yeah.
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 Of course, that was your second goal for the club. You also scored against, I think it was Kettering away on a Tuesday night as well.
It was a Tuesday night away, which is a fair bit away.
Yeah. What's it actually like then? I'm assuming you're at college.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's like my deal. So I'm a third year student at college, and then I play football with the youth team as well, and then I play first team football at the same time.
Yeah. So how does it actually work? Because is it the college linked to Guiseley as a club, and then you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's it like then travelling on Tuesday night that far away? You starting to get used to it?
Yeah, it's just being part of the team. Don't mind it, to be fair, because my dad drives me, so saves a bit on fuel, so it's not that bad. But yeah, it's just a good experience, just being in and around the lads, just where I wanted to be from when I first joined the club, and let's just keep going. Why not?
Yeah, and obviously with that Kettering goal as well, a bit of a one in controversial manner as it was described on Twitter. Did you think you were offside when you actually went for one goal?
To be honest, no, not really. Because I saw that. Well, I knew Mark didn't pass me the ball because I saw him get tackled, and then I heard all the commotion behind me saying, "Oh, he's offside," and I just saw the keeper like move. And
he did dive. He did dive.
Yeah, and if I was offside, he's just going to let me just roll it in, but he just didn't. So I just thought I'm just going to pass this past him pretty much, and we went in. And then
Yeah, so with you actually working close to them, imagine with Marcus Bignett and Russ O'Neill, what's your relationship like with the managers?
Oh, great, really good. Best managers I've probably had. Really interact with you, just down to earth managers, just really good at what they both do.
Yeah, do you feel like with as a joint management sort of thing, it works better for a younger player like yourself? You've got two people to go to.
Yeah, definitely, because you can have two verdicts or opinions. So, like, if I ask them or I want to improve on something, they'll tell me. You know what I mean? So then I've got two opinions. So it just makes me a better footballer. And obviously, by them telling me what I need to improve on, makes me a better footballer as well. Because I've got, again, two opinions.
Yeah, obviously Max Bignot as well. He's a bit more well known than O'Neill. Probably controversial to say that, but managed at the likes of Grimsby Town, Solihull Moors. Do you think with his sort of experience coming to you, don't word this, you come away from his sort of experience, like work with that?
I guess obviously, if you work with a manager who's obviously got the status of Marcus and Russ, both really good managers, they're obviously going to make you a better footballer because obviously the training on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it makes you a better footballer if you get better inputs and better training. So just always looking to improve.
Yeah, what's your relationship like with the actual players at the club, for example?
Oh, great. Well, all really good lads. Get along with all of them. Well, obviously, me and Nathan, you all were the same age group, and we came through the youth team together. Same with Deck the keeper, he is a year above me. Same with Lewis. Hey, we're all good mates. Like we're all just a good bunch of lads.
Do you feel like all of you coming from the youth system together has worked well within the team then?
Yeah. I think because obviously I've only come up this season, and by obviously you're obviously going to be a bit nervous when you first come, and by having Deck and Nathan there, it's obviously bridged the gap, so it just makes it more comfortable for me. But now it's obviously just comfortable with all the players because they're all good set of lads.
Yeah, and obviously with guys being National League North, you can bring players in at any point. So you've had Milan Luxfield come in recently, Josh Parsons and Miracle Okafor. What's it actually like then as a player, knowing that a player can come in really at any moment?
I don't. I guess it's just part of football, really. You just gotta keep doing what you're doing. Not it just happens. Can't really do much about it, but it's part of football, really.
Yeah. Obviously, then as well in the changing room, you've got Andy Kellett. I know he's injured right now, but I imagine you've spoken to him before.
Yeah.
From Man United, I'm sure he'll talk about that quite a lot. He's still there. What's it like with him then?
Oh, he's a really good bloke. He's Andy Kellett. Obviously, you can learn from Andy Kellett because he's played at a level where, obviously, as a kid, you want to play in the Premiership, but you got to start where obviously means be. So you just got to keep working and working. He's the prime example because he started off at Man U and then he played for Wigan. So yeah, he's really down to earth, and obviously I assisted him against Spennymoor, so I'm pretty sure he's pleased with
that. So is there actually like a person in the change room who's you think gets along well with everyone, then like a sort of a good character?
Oh, I think everyone just gets along with everyone. It's not. There's no everyone's just really good mates with everyone else. There's no groups. We're all just one big team.
Who chooses the music then in the actual changing room?
Brad Wade does.
Oh, okay. What's it like with him being a lone player as well then coming in? Does give you experiences from where he's played, obviously, at Rochdale?
Yeah, it's just, I don't mind it really. It's just the part of the parcel really. If he needs game time, well, I had a dual reg with Emily at the start of the season, so I played a lot of pre-season with them. So it's only that where obviously a club coming of Rochdale standard, I don't know what league they're in, I think 2 or 1.
Yeah, one of them,
just getting experience and game time and just getting match fit again. It's me and Brad have a good relationship as well.
What was it actually like being dual registered then for another club?
Just it's it's not really any different to me being on forms at Guiseley. It's like, well, with Emily, it was like I played with them before this season.
Yeah.
For a little bit, but obviously I got injured, and then it was just like the manager, Rich Tracy, kept in touch with me, just seeing how I was, and then I just went back for pre-season to get fit, and it was just they were all just good lads because obviously I'm young. I was the youngest there. They're all men, so you just see like I just fit right in. Really, I didn't mind.
How does it actually work then with like dual registration? Do you I don't know if you get paid at guys or anything like that, but I don't know. Do you, say Emily want you for one game and then guys want you for one game. Do you have to just talk to like the managers to work out when you'll be playing for different teams?
Well, to be honest, when I was playing for Emily on the dual reg, I wasn't really like in and around the first team really. So I was just messaging Russ saying, "Oh, is it okay for me to play for Emily on these dates?
Yeah,
to get some game time and experience." And he was like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough then. Well, I had a question I've completely forgotten now. God, I'll cut this bit out, but I've completely forgot what I was going to ask. Oh, yeah, that right. So, in terms of like the actual youth team which you came from at Guiseley, did you play in the game away at Bolton? I think it was.
No, I'm too old for that. I was part of the team. Well, you might not know, but the team which in my first year went to Bolton away in the first round. Yeah. And I was part of the team where we beat York City 3-2 away at York, and then we played Curzon Ashton at Nevermore, and we sadly lost that game. But I didn't play in that game because I got injured in the York City game.
Oh, right. What's it like seeing the guys of the youth team actually do well then at Bolton? Did you feel a bit of pride?
Yeah, well, it's like obviously I trained with them a lot, so I knew they were going to do like at least get to the first round because they were good players, obviously, as it's shown to get to the first round proper, and then beating Bolton just amazing because and then they got to the second round against Cambridge. Unlucky at Cambridge, but they were very good, and it's just you like to see your mates do well. Even though obviously I wasn't a part of it, but it's good to see them do well.
What's it actually like then jumping from youth team football to professional football?
A lot different. A lot different, yeah. Because with playing youth team football, it's like I don't get it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just so much. I don't know why, but I just think it's a lot different. I think it means like playing men's football means more. It's got more of a meaning.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I know we played in a league for the youth team, but getting 3 points in the National League North is a lot more important than, let's say, a junior Premier League when I was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just means more to me.
Do you find it more difficult at senior level?
It is harder, yeah, but youth team football, but I guess I'm up for the challenge and
got 2 goals a season.
Exactly. Just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and just hopefully go up.
This episode will actually be coming out probably after the Stockport game, but are you hoping to be involved in that? Yeah,
hoping to be involved with it. Great setup at Stockport, beautiful pitch, beautiful stadium. Obviously, they were in League Two a few years ago, so it should be a really good experience for me. Just, I don't know if there are a lot of fans or not, but
I'm not. I don't think they are. No, I think Stockport's must be free.
Yeah, so just to hopefully just involved in that.
Yeah, what's going to be like then against a team in the high division? Do you think guys can go out and get the victory?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Anything could happen. You don't know. They could get a red card. They go down to them in the first 5 minutes. You never know. Of course we can. We owe them one in the pre-season as they beat us at home.
Yeah.
But anything could happen. Could go all the way to pens. You never know.
Yeah. Are you allowed to give score predictions, or is that not allowed?
I don't know. I mean, said I want allowed.
We won't risk it. I don't want you getting your contract ripped up because you gave a score prediction in random podcast. And finally, then, my last sort of question then, as a striker at the club, you've got the likes of Wafula, Kane Felix, Matty Gillan can go up there. What's it like playing against so much competition? You think it makes you a better player?
Oh, definitely. Obviously, like I said earlier, like you can learn from them. Makes you a better player playing in and around better players. And by obviously Kane plays a lot more like, well, I play a lot more like Kane, and John's more of a bigger striker. So just learning from both of them, really, because obviously they've played at different clubs, higher levels, obviously. So just being in and around the whole team, doesn't matter if it's a striker, you can just learn and get better. It's all about getting better, really.
Then that's going to be the end of this sort of segment then. Adam, of course, thank you so much for joining me.
No problem, anytime.
This will come out of Stockport, but best of luck, Stockport. I hope you come on. I hope you get the winner there like you did on Tuesday night. Good luck for the future, and I'm sure we'll talk to you soon down the line.
Definitely. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.